Hello, FlossTube. This is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. It is Sunday, March 21st at approximately 3:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Just coming to you today with a little bit of a cross-stitch update. Hi, if you're new to my channel, this is my channel where I talk, this is my YouTube channel where I talk about some of the crafts I do, mainly cross stitch and diamond painting, but there's several other crafts that I do that are thrown in here and there. I also talk a little bit about ghost hunting and some life updates and stuff kind of thrown in there as well. So if you're new, welcome to my channel. Hopefully you'll find something here that will encourage you and to entice you to get into some of the things that I do, and I hope you will find some interesting information and great inspiration to start your own craft. If you're returning, thank you very much for coming back. Again, I hope you find something here that you can use or inspire you to continue to craft and to just enjoy what God gives you to do with your hands, because that's what I like to do too. And if you're a subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing and welcome back. I'm looking forward to maybe inspiring you as well with some of the things that I have to show you today. So as I said, this is my channel about cross stitch, diamond painting, and some other things. So welcome. This video today is going to be about cross stitch. Mainly I have some new haul to show you, some magazines, some patterns, and some fancy floss and everything like that. I'm also going to talk a little bit today about my best new thing for me. So I have some exciting news for you there. It's not necessarily cross stitch related, but it's great news nonetheless. I'm also going to share some WIP updates for WIPGO, and also a real quick diamond painting update. I know this isn't about diamond painting mostly, but anyway, I'm going to share a little diamond painting update with you, and also talk about some of my upcoming plans for the next couple of weeks and going into the month of April. So sit back, relax, grab something to drink. I have some cold brew iced tea here, and I'm just going to kind of hang out. You might hear kind of a weird little hissing noise. My husband is upstairs steaming the kitchen floor and the living room, so you might hear the steam mop going on kind of in the background behind me. So I have my notes here. Hopefully I won't stray too far from them. So on to the best new thing that I have to talk to you about. So 2 weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago, my husband and I, we made an appointment to go look at a new car because our PT Cruiser, it kind of died towards the end of January, beginning of February. And well, it didn't really die. We can still drive it, but it needs a new head gasket. And yeah, so it needs a new head gasket, and we took it to the mechanic, and they quoted us about a $4,000 price tag to get it fixed. It's a 2005 PT Cruiser, and I really like it, but yeah, I didn't want to spend $4,000 on it, not knowing, we could fix it now, but in 6 months, have another couple $1,000s to put in it. Decided not to. And decided instead that we were probably just going to wait to get a new car. Well, we sold our house, our old house, in the beginning of February. That put a chunk of change into our bank account. So we actually had money to go out and look for a new car. We went and test drove a Nissan 2 weeks ago, and we ended up purchasing a Nissan. So best new thing for me now is my brand new Nissan Rogue Sport. It's a 2020, and it's Monarch Orange. So my best new thing here is my Nissan Rogue Sport. I love the color. I love the car. It's my first ever brand new car that we drove off the lot. Had 240 miles on it because they had to bring it in from Pennsylvania. But yes, so I have a brand new car and I'm really, really loving it. It's great. Can't wait to take our first road trip and I'm really excited. Another great new thing, well, it's not new to me, but it is kind of new. So we went to Five Below, which is a chain store, a chain of stores around the nation, where most of the products there are $5 or less. And they have this Calligraphy Fountain Pen Set. This is a fountain pen, so these are vials of ink that you stick inside the pen, and you write with them. These happen to be calligraphy tipped pens. So anyway, I had opened one because I wanted to try it, and so basically you have the fountain tip pen and you stick the ink cartridge in there. So I have the ink cartridge in there. This is white, and I will show you on this. So this is white, and then you just, it has really pretty ink. So I love writing with fountain pens. So this is a new thing for me. I actually picked up 2 of these sets. These were, I think, listed as $4. I picked up 2, so I opened one, and they have 6 different nib sizes. So I have actually four of the pens. I might go back and get another set. They were in the art section at Five Below. I might go back and get another set, so I actually have 6 pens. 6 pen things, and I can put the different sized tips in them. But they do come with 10 colors of ink. I've used 2. I have used the purple and the pink. But I'm really liking fountain pens. I really, really like them. I have a collection of fountain pens. I've been using fountain pens for a couple of years now, and I really, really love them. So that is also my best new thing that I'm kind of into. Aside from my typical best new things, like Big League Chew, because I'm still chewing Big League Chew. Not sponsored, but just something that I really like. All right, so I got the best new thing is my car. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a swig of tea. And then we shall get into the best new thing. So, a couple weeks ago, I was at Half Price Books, which is a discount half price bookstore here in Columbus. And sometimes they have old magazines available for sale. And I happened to pick up 2. I picked up an old issue of the Cross Stitcher magazine and an old issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. The Cross Stitcher magazine is from the October 2004 issue, and the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts is the May-June 1986 issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. I just picked them up because they're older magazines that you can't necessarily find anymore. But I did find something in here in the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine that I might actually consider stitching. I have seen this one before, but this one is called Cats, Baskets, and Quilts, Nantucket. Look at that cat. I might actually end up stitching him. Not 100% sure. I think these other patterns were released in other magazines. I think there's 3 in the set. These 2 were already released when this one came out, but this is the one that's in this one, and I think this one comes in the next issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. I don't know if I have all 3 of them or not, but I may end up stitching this because I think it's really cute. A little cute Siamese cat. If I don't stitch it, I have it on hand. And here's some other really cute, like, country style patterns that were in here that I may or may not do. So that is from the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts May-June 1986 issue. And then in the Cross Stitcher magazine, There was one thing in here I thought was really cute. There is a gingerbread shelf sitter, sorry, that you can stitch up. So you stitch the body, and then you stitch the legs, and then you sew the legs onto the body. So, yep, it becomes a shelf sitter. I thought that might be kind of cute to stitch. There was something else in here I was considering. This one's called Order Out My Kitchen Hours. I thought that was really cute. I might actually do that. It says Monday, half day. Tuesday, no service. Wednesday, out shopping. Thursday, day off. Friday, eat out. Saturday, close. Sunday, day of rest. I thought that was really cute. So I may actually end up stitching that for our kitchen. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. You know, if the urge strikes me, I'll probably end up stitching it. The other thing that was really cute in here too was this witch. There's one called Trick or Treat, designed by Carla Acosta. And there you have it. She's a cute little witch for Halloween. So I don't know if I'd stitch that or not. Alright, so those are two old magazines that I got. And I'll have to go through my magazine stash and actually sort it out, because my magazine stash is kind of going nuts right now. So another magazine issue that came the last week or two since my last video, I got the World of Cross Stitching. The World of Cross Stitching. This is the issue 304, March 2021. Look at that chicken rooster on the front. Cute. One of the things that really caught my eye in here, though, Doreen Jones has published 4 stained glass pieces in this issue of the magazine, and I think they were really, really pretty. Initially, I was thinking they might be good for diamond painting, but they have too many fractional stitches in it. But here are the spring stained glass pieces from Doreen Jones. I just thought they were really pretty. They'd make a really pretty foursome if you stick them side by side on one piece of fabric. Maybe with a thick black line, kind of outlining them, a couple rows of black. Just make them kind of one big piece. I think that would be really stunning. But yeah, it's called Welcome Spring. I'm not going to do a flip through of this magazine because other people probably already have. But the rooster on the front was really cute. I don't have like a farm aesthetic or roosters or chickens in my kitchen, so I don't know that I'd ever stitch this, but I thought he was cute, being fairly colorful and everything. Along with this magazine came a Joy of Kindness little 60 design booklet. Some of these were really, really cute in here, and so here's a Spread a Little Kindness. It has like several little motifs that you can use. Rainbow letters, which are really pretty. So rainbow letters and numbers that are in that kind of balloon letter type of font. That's also by Doreen Jones. A couple of little sayings that would be really cute to stitch up. So this little booklet is well worth it. There's 60 designs in here. That might be kind of fun to work up. Little tiny designs, little tiny motifs that you can make little samplers out of. And also in the back, the other thing that's really nice is they give you empty graph paper in the back of the booklet. So you can, you can actually do this. This might actually come in handy too for some diamond painting. I'll have to try it out. This might be a useful little schematic that you can use for diamond painting. I'd have to match the drills. I think this is going to be a little too small, but I'd have to match the drills to the size of the squares on this to see if if they fit. But you might be able to enlarge this and also use this as a diamond painting template as well. So this came with the World of Cross Stitching magazine. So another little thing that came with it is this little Read and Relax 2-in-1 bookmark kit. I thought this was really cute. You get the Ada and the floss and the card to stitch it. So everything comes in your kit here to stitch it. But look at that cat sitting on the shelf with his tail dangling down. It is just really cute. That would be a quick stitch, I think. So yeah, that was from the World of Cross Stitching. All right, let me go ahead and mark these off. I talked about the magazines, World of Cross Stitching. Whew. All right, and so now we're kind of going into a little bit more of actual haul. Put these aside because I don't need those. It's fabric. I was looking at different fabric. Don't mind the fabric. I was looking at different fabric for a couple of patterns that I was looking to start. So Thursday, oh my God, Thursday was my 50th birthday. And so I took the day off, and my mom and I kind of did some shopping on Thursday. And then on Friday, we went to my local needlework shop. Anyway, so you may be wondering what this is right here. This is a thumbtack. I lost a screw in my glasses. So this thumbtack right here is holding the arm of my glasses onto my frame. So that's why you're seeing this and not one on the side, because it's holding my glasses together. But anyway, so my mom and I on Friday, we went to my local needlework shop, Cross My Heart, here in Columbus, and I picked up a few things for my birthday. So Carol Grant, one of the co-owners of Cross My Heart, she's also a cross-stitch pattern designer, and the name of her company is called Fireside Originals. You may have seen me showcase a couple of her other patterns in the past. I am working on her Seahorse of the Month patterns. You've seen that in prior videos, but I'm working on that. And so she had a new pattern out while I was at the shop. It was really, really cute too. It is called A Couple of Spring Chicks. So look at them. Aren't they adorable? Yes. Yes, they are. Absolutely stinking adorable. So you get the pattern for both of them in here. And it is stitched, the model is stitched on 32 count Peaceful Purple. So while I was in there, I asked, and they did have the Peaceful Purple. Now my lighting in here is going to wash this out, but it's kind of a gray purple. I don't know if you can, yeah, it's gonna kind of wash it out, but it's kind of a gray purple. It is a 32 count linen, and it's a little on the stiff side, but I got a piece that will easily fit both of them. So this is my 32 count Peaceful Purple from WIPGO. It's either WIPGO or WIPGO. So I don't know how you pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced both ways recently, so I really don't know. But anyway, I got my linen for a couple of spring chicks, and I also, if you look at the one with the hat, there are a couple of Jabco buttons, the little flower buttons in the hat. I also happened to pick up the flower buttons. Aren't those cute? So I have the set of flower buttons to go on the Chickie's hat. And the model is stitched in Gentle Art sampler threads. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 Gentle Art thread colors, or there is a DMC equivalency on the back of the package. And I didn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't have 6 of the colors already on hand. Well, actually, 5 of the colors. I didn't have 5 of the colors. I got 2 of one because I needed it for something else. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got one of the colors because I have a feeling that the other chicks in the series might use the same color. And I have a little bit more information about that. But anyway, so I got 2 of the buttermilk color. This is kind of a butter yellow, a very buttery yellow. You're not going to be able to see that. My lighting in here just washes everything out. I wish it wasn't the case, and I don't know how to fix that just yet, because this isn't going to help. This isn't going to help. Let me see if I can get this over here. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. This isn't going to help. You know, it washes it out even further. So, yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Yep. So this is just a butter yellow. It's called buttermilk. Victorian pink. This is a very bright pink. Yep, a bright Easter pink. This one is silver fern, which is kind of a very nice variegated yellow green. Yeah, it's very yellow green. This one is really pretty. This is called Tutti Frutti. This is a very bright turquoise blue, aqua blue. It's very pretty. You're not going to be able to get the idea of it. Yep, it just washes out too much, you guys. Sorry, I can't help that. And then this one is Sweet Petunia. This is another pink. This is kind of more of a baby pink. So those are the thread colors that I got for a couple of spring chicks. Now, I was talking with Carol when I was there on Friday, and she did say she's going to have some more chicks coming out soon in different styles. There is a chick coming out soon that is baseball themed. Those of you that have watched my channel or have known, I've been kind of collecting a local designer's patterns, EJV designs from Emily J. Van. Emily passed away at the end of January. Emily passed away fairly recently. She was well liked by the community. She did a lot for the cross stitch store. She was like one of their backbone people. She did a lot of their web design and everything. So they're still trying to figure things out. They're also in the process of trying to figure out how they're going to handle Camp Gotta Stitch this year, because Emily was one of the big Camp Gotta Stitch planners for them. And her mom, Phyllis, not the mama, her mom, Phyllis, did a lot of the cooking for everybody at camp. And now that Emily's gone, it's still kind of up in the air. They're hoping to be able to do something. Now, it may not be nearly as involved as the most recent Camp Gotta Stitches have been in the last several years. Obviously, last year's was canceled because of COVID, but they're hoping sometime soon to have some more information about camp and to see like where they can have it. It's probably going to be scaled down a little bit because, you know, it takes a lot to run camp, and well, it was kind of Emily's thing. Emily was running it for the last several years, and now that she's no longer with us, things for camp might be a little postponed. So hopefully you will be able to, I will have some more updates on camp later on, but yeah, hopefully camp will be back. But I did get that from Fireside Originals. I also picked up some other fancy flosses while I was there that I needed for some of my other projects. So you had heard me in last couple of videos kind of mention an issue with one of the companies, one of the well-known fancy floss, hand over-dyed floss companies, Weeks Dye Works. I did need a Weeks Dye Works color, so I went ahead and purchased Red Rocks. Cross My Heart already has these on hand. They've already paid for them. The money has already gone to Weeks Dye Works. I'm basically just reimbursing Cross My Heart, which is kind of how I looked at this. I'm reimbursing Cross My Heart for money that they've already paid to Weeks for the products that they have on hand. So I needed this for a pattern, so I went ahead and bought it. This is kind of a nice, kind of a brick red, not really a super deep brick red, but it's kind of a brick red. So I did buy a skein of Weeks Dye Works floss, and then I had to pick up several other colors. So this one is Old Purple Paint. This one is kind of a brown. It's a little true to color, but it's got purple to it. It's got a purple hue to it. So it's kind of like a purplish brown. Old Purple Paint. This one is called Wrought Iron. This one is kind of a deep black blue. This has more blue in it than black. That's actually kind of fairly close to it. You can see the blue tint to it. But it's called Wrought Iron. This one is called Grape Leaf. It's just green. It's a variegated green. You can't see the variegations in it, but this one actually has some lighter sections in it. I can see it pretty well through the naked eye, but this is Grape Leaf. And then I got another red. This is called Claret. It's either Claret or Claret, depending on how you pronounce it. Claret or Claret. Claret would be French. I guess it could be Claret too, but Claret or Claret. And this is a deeper brick wine red. I'm going to say this is closer to like a deep red wine color, like a red table wine kind of color. So those were some of the fancy floss colors that I needed for some other projects. Now, before I go much further, okay, talked about that. So one of the main reasons why I went to Cross My Heart was because part of my WIPGO, my WIP in Progress Bingo for 2021, the squares that were called this month. I have my 2021 WIPGO board here, as you can see here. The squares this month are square number 10 and square number 24. So my square number 10 is a project that is part of a series. Okay, I have to finish one section. That was my goal. And so back in December, when they were showing The Sound of Music on TV, I started Silver Creek Samplers Sing a Sampler series. So it's a set of 4 patterns that make a long piece for Do Re Mi, my favorite things from The Sound of Music. And the night that Sound of Music aired on TV last December, I went ahead and started it as my, as a fun stitch along, so to speak, with the movie. And so that is the piece I picked for my Square 10, a project that is part of a series. So as I was going along with it this week, I was almost finished with the square. I only have the needle left to do on the section I'm working on, and a couple of little teeny motifs that are interspersed throughout the little section. And I realized that I didn't have the Gentle Art sampler thread color that I needed for those little motifs. And I looked through my stash, didn't have it. Cross My Heart doesn't have it, and I looked online. Not many people online have it. I'm looking for Gentle Art Sampler Thread Wood Rose. So when I went to Cross My Heart Friday, found out they didn't have it. They said, yeah, it's probably going to be several weeks before I can get it. So in order to complete my WIPGO square for this month, I'm going to need to find Gentle Art Sampler Thread Wood Rose for my Sing a Sampler series, or I'm going to have to substitute it. If I remember correctly, the DMC substitute for Wood Rose is $37.72. I do have that in my stash. But Friday, when I realized that Cross My Heart didn't have Wood Rose, and they also didn't have a couple of the Krynic colors I was looking for a couple of my other pieces that I will show you here in a bit that I also got in haul. I went up to a needlework shop here in another needlework shop here in the Central Ohio area. It's up in Powell, which is where the Columbus Zoo is located at, and it's not far from the Columbus Zoo actually. And it's called Louise's Needlework, and they specialize mostly in needlepoint, but they do carry flosses. They carry silks and wools and you know, rainbow gallery threads and all kinds of stuff. And they have a full line of Kreinik. And they used to be the only shop in Columbus that carried anchor threads that I knew of. Well, so I was up there, I was looking around. Come to find out, they no longer carry a lot of Anchor because Anchor has been discontinuing a lot of stuff, and haven't been able to stock it and to find distributors to get Anchor threads from. So they started carrying Presencia floss. And Presencia floss is, I believe, an Italian floss company. They do Finca. And the ladies in there were kind enough to print me off the Presencia. Well, this is a Presencia America. They were nice enough to print me off Presencia floss, DMC floss conversion list. So I now have the Presencia floss conversion for this, and they actually stock the entire Presencia floss line, including the pearl cottons. So what I may end up doing is finding the Presencia floss color and going up there to pick up the Presencia floss that I need for the Sing a Sampler series. That way I'm not using DMC, and I'm still kind of using fancy floss that isn't necessarily mainstream, but it will also give me a chance to use Presencia floss. Now, a couple years ago, and I don't know what video this one showed up on, but I went to Louise's Needlework a couple years back, and they had a little table set up where they had some Christmas ornament kits that are kitted up with perforated paper. They had cross-stitch Christmas ornament kits, and I'd never seen them. They were all kitted up with full skeins of Presencia floss. So I do have Presencia floss already on hand. I just don't know if I have the color that I need to use on the Sing a Sampler series. So now that I know that Louise's Needlework here in town, if you're looking for Presencia floss and you need some, I'll give you Louise's Needlework contact information here in a bit, and also put it down below. You can contact them and they can send you what you need. But they do carry Presencia floss. I found a local supplier for Presencia floss, and I'm really happy about that. Gives me just another something to use on my stitching. So, as I said, while I was at Louise's Needlework, so here is the bag that my stuff came from. So here's the contact information for Louise's Needlework, in case you are wondering. Okay, they're in Powell, Ohio, and their website is louisesneedlework.com. But there's their contact information in case you need it. I picked up the Kreinik number 8 braids that I needed for 2 of my patterns. So I picked up Kreinik number 8 fine braid 5001. Fine braid number 8. This is kind of a copper brown. Really pretty copper brown. I picked up 2 of those, and I'll show you why I need them here in a bit. And then I also picked up Kreinik number fine braid 026. This is amethyst. It's royal purple. Amethyst, royal purple. It's more of a bright purple. My camera kind of shows it more of a bluish, deep purple. It's more of the bright purple amethyst color. So this was the Kreinik that I needed for 2 of the patterns that I have on hand. So I am a follower of Kitty and Me Designs on FlossTube, and if you sign up and give them your birthday, they will send you a free pattern for your birthday. And they're known for, so here's a couple of the patterns that I bought earlier that I'm thinking about starting, which is why I had the fabric out earlier, because I'm considering starting these. These were 2 patterns that I picked up last year sometime. There was a stitch along getting started called the Colorful Cat Stitch Along, I think is what it's actually called, but any of the Kitty and Me designs that are the colorful designs you can stitch. So 2 of the patterns that I'm considering starting, this one is Colorful Cat's Jelly Bean. And you can see the jelly beans in there in the hair. It's really cute. And then this one is Colorful Bunnies, Lavender and Orchid. Obviously, for Easter, lavender and orchid. So these were the 2 pieces that I was getting ready to start. And both of these actually take the Amethyst 026 Krynic number 8 braid. So these are on my list. So for my birthday, they actually sent me a colorful cat pattern. Really cute. And I'm trying to see if I can find it again. It's up here. There it is. So they sent me a colorful cat pattern by Kitty and Me for my birthday. It's called Happy Birthday, exclusive to fans of Kitty and Me Facebook group. So you have to be a fan, you have to be in their Facebook group, and you have to give them your birthday. And they will send you a really cute cat pattern for your birthday. This one happens to be called Cupcake, and it's in browns and pinks. And you can only get this by being in their Facebook group. And I will put their Facebook group down below. Sorry about the glare on that, you guys. But she's the one that takes the 5001 Krynic blending filament. Number 8 braid. But that is Cupcake. She's in browns and pinks. She's cute. She's really cute, you guys. So that is something else I got. All right. I am also, well, let me get to the rest of this. So one of my good friends who I met at Camp Gotta Stitch this last year, her name is Michelle Snailwood. She is a really great stitcher. She stitches a lot of cool, colorful things. She does a lot of, like, at Camp Gotta Stitch, she was working on a very colorful rainbow human brain pattern that was really kind of pretty. And she does Twitch feeds every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night for 2 hours a night. She sits there and works on projects until they're done. And this last couple of weeks, she has been working on a pattern by an Etsy shop known as Awesome Pattern Studio. Awesome Pattern Studio. I will put their link below. But they do a lot of mandala patterns of animals. Like they have mandala octopus, which is the one that Michelle was working on. Mandala elephants, mandala sloths, mandala hedgehogs. You know, they have all kinds of mandala, however you say it, patterns out there. And so I went to Awesome Pattern Studio, and unfortunately I don't have a color printer, but I did get for my birthday, you know, because I was looking at something that I could kind of stitch along with Michelle, sort of. I picked up the Funny Unicorn pattern. Now this is a black and white picture. I can show you the color, but this is called the Funny Unicorn by Awesome Pattern Studio on Etsy. Really cute. So let me get it up, and it is really colorful, you guys. So it is in essence a rainbow unicorn. Look how cute that is. So yep. So I have been picking fabric, trying to pick fabric for the Funny Unicorn by Awesome Pattern Studio, and the Colorful Cat's Jelly Bean and Colorful Bunnies Lavender and Orchid. And I might also just try and pick, ooh, that just hit me. All right, I have a piece for that. I might actually start stitching on Colorful Cat's Cupcake for my birthday, because I think it might actually go really pretty on sand, or I think I have a darker brown over there that actually might work for it as well. So I'm picking out fabric for 4, and these don't look like they'll take very long to stitch up. They look like they're all pretty quick to stitch. So Looking forward to getting started on some of these, and also getting started on the Fireside Originals chicks that I picked up. Alright, so talked about that. Louise's needlework. Talked about that. So there's some of my plans. I kind of jumped into plans, but some of my plans included starting the bunny, the colorful bunny, the colorful cat jelly bean, and the chicks from Fireside Originals. Talked about Louise's carrying Presencia floss. And that. Alright, so one of the other things that I am involved in, those of you that have been out there for a while may know about Crazy Annie's Stitching. Crazy Annie's Stitching, they do a lot of stitch-alongs. They do a lot of the month clubs. They have a fabric of the month club. They have floss of them. I think they have a floss of the month club and whatnot. I used to be in Crazy Annie's Picture This Plus fabric of the month. Back in 2019, I believe, is when I was in that club. It was either 2019 or 2020. I don't remember for sure. But I didn't get in that. Well, actually, I am in that one now. Anyway, the beginning of 2021, she started the 2021 Let's Go Sledding Ornament Club. And all of these patterns come from Anniebeez Folk Art. I will put the information for Anniebeez Folk Art down in the description box below, as well as how to get in touch with Crazy Annie Stitchin in their Facebook group and online. So you can get into the 2021 Let's Go Sledding Ornament Club. I got the third set of ornament patterns. Now these are put onto little sleds. The sleds are only about 4 or 5 inches, so you can hang them on there. And just attach them. All of these ornaments are stitched on perforated paper, and they're pretty quick to stitch. So yeah, the stitch count for all of these is only 17 wide by 31 high. So they're not very big. They'll be quick. These would be like quick weekend projects that you could knock out, maybe 1 or 2 in a weekend, or stitch a whole bunch of them up for a stitching retreat that you happen to be going to. But yeah, so there's that. Let's go Crazy Annie's Let's Go Sledding Ornament Club. This is number 3. All right. And that is basically all the haul that I have for you. All right, I'm just kind of marking off what I have. So I had mentioned in my earlier segment about haul about WIPGO. So I mentioned here about WIPGO. Okay, so my second box in WIPGO, I will actually go to my second box in WIPGO this month was start a new diamond painting down here, box number 24, and put in 1,000 drills. So I actually did that on my birthday. I got a new diamond painting the beginning of March. You've probably seen, if you've watched the diamond painting unboxing for Crafties, the Numiko. So I started Numiko. Here she is. This is the actual canvas. So this was my birthday start for the diamond painting WIPGO box. And it started up here at the top. And oops. So you're not gonna be able to see this necessarily. But so here is a picture of the diamonds. You can see how sparkly the diamonds are. On there I have done the top section. I've actually done a little bit more over along in here now on the side of her hair, and started in some of her hair, some of the little girl's hair. I've done some of the section over here now as well, but I only really needed to place the drills in this section, this upper section here. That was over 1,000 drills. So I actually got my WIPGO square for March for the diamond painting started and completed. So, where is it? I will go ahead and guess what? I'm going to fill that in while I'm here. Do. All right, so there you have it. My diamond painting square is complete. I don't have a bingo yet, not even close to a bingo. Nowhere close to a bingo, actually. But my WIP project here for the project that's part of a series, I was doing the Sing a Sampler series by Silver Creek Samplers. And so when I started that piece earlier this month, I wasn't very far along. Let's see. Do I have... Nope. I wasn't very far along. So on March 13th, so this is where I was as of March 13th on the Sing a Sampler series. So you can see I was working on the sew square. It's a needle pulling thread. Okay? I was working on the sew square. And the point that I had to stop because I realized that I didn't have the floss color, the Gentle Arts Sampler Thread Wood Rose color that I needed. I had quite a bit done on it. So this is where I ended up. So you can see I finished a needle pulling thread. I have the needle that goes up here, but I'm going to do that probably in either Krynic Metallic or Petite Treasure Braid. I haven't decided which yet, but I'm going to do the needle in silver probably to kind of keep it muted. But the motifs that I have to fill in, there's a motif in this section here with the S and also inside the O, and I think there's one here. And I'm not sure where the other one's at. Maybe the other one's like here instead. I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 little motifs that I have to put in that other color that I'm missing. So once I figure out exactly what color floss I'm going to use, if I can't get Gentle Arts Wood Rose, I'm going to use something else in here. But this is where I'm at for the Sing a Sampler series. Once I do those motifs, the couple of motifs that I have to do in here and the needle that comes up through here, I will be done with this square for the March WIPGO. So that's actually pretty exciting. And these so far are done with the called for flosses, the fancy flosses, Gentle Arts, Weeks Dye Works, you know, those flosses. So that is where I'm at with that. And because I had started this at Christmas time, this is on my winter themed GaRon Tottenbags gram guard. So you can see the snowman and everything like that. So because I started this at Christmas time to coincide with the airing of The Sound of Music for the holidays, there you have it. And I just have my little stocking needle minder. These little wooden needle minders, they weren't needle minders. They came in a pack of like 36 or something little wooden motifs for Christmas that I found at Hobby Lobby, and I basically just used some E6000 glue and some neodymium magnets to stick to them and turn them into needle minders, and they work pretty well. These are just little teeny wooden like laser cut pieces that you can buy in, like, you know, Hobby Lobby's like holiday crafting section. But yeah, so my whole plan is I'm going to do the entire series all the way across. So here, the next one is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, La, Ti. La, So, and La are right here. So I might start La here, or I may decide to go this way too. I don't know. But that's where I'm at with that. And this is basically pretty much all I've worked on cross stitch wise since my last video update, because I just haven't been stitching a lot. That was only like 2 or 3 days worth of stitching that I put into that. So yeah, I talked about that. So the magazine monthly challenge group that I'm involved in, this month the theme is blue for Carolyn's birthday, and the March is lion or lamb. I filled out lamb. I haven't actually worked on anything more. The lavender orchid colorful bunny that I may start is listed on here, which is why I have it as a potential start. So that is the L, lavender and orchid colorful bunny. But I have since decided that for the theme blue, I'm going to be doing a mid-Amish life. I have yet to pull that out to do 500 stitches. That is my goal for the month. So I technically have a little over a week and a half to do 500 stitches. I can do that in a couple of days. Actually, I can do that in one day if I stitch several hours on it. But I did finally decide that a mid-Amish life is going to be my blue theme magazine project for Magazine Monthly Challenge, because I'm stitching it on blue fabric. 24 hours of cross stitch. The March was either project bags or plastic bags. I filled out project bags. I haven't really done much with this. I have Colorful Cat's Jelly Bean on here. Grim Guinea Ghost Sal. You know, I haven't really picked up any of these on here. I've kind of lost my stitchy bug just a little bit, but I haven't really worked on it. I haven't really worked on anything since, you know, really the beginning of the month. Yeah, I put 115 stitches on Sing a Sampler on my birthday, but like, you know, I've been going like 4 and 5 days stretches without stitching. The Creatively Crafting free cross stitch challenge group that I mentioned in my previous one, they have the March Stitchy Mission PDF, where they have the goals, like the stitch count. I have to add some more on here because yeah, I'll have to figure out how much stitch that I have. These are the X's I've completed so far. This was before the stitches I put in on my birthday, so I actually have to mark that off and add some to that. I don't know that I'm going to finish that. There's a couple on the Stitcho bingo boards that I have to fill out because I've already done them, but I just have to go in there and do something with them. And then I have more. I have 3 of these X's on the March WIPGO board to fill out because I've completed them. But yeah, I have a mid-Amish life one stitching session, you know, stuff like that. So there's some stuff on here that I'm still kind of working on, but if I don't finish it, I don't finish it this month. I don't know why I lost my stitching bug this month. I just haven't been feeling much up to doing it. So, yeah. Which is also why I started the diamond painting on my birthday, because I was like, well, I want something new on my birthday. And the Numiko is really cute. It's kind of spring, so that's kind of where I decided to go with that. Hopefully it didn't stop. No, it didn't stop. Good. So, all right. That is pretty much all I have. So I talked about that. The 24 hours of cross stitch, I am not necessarily participating in that this month. For the Magazine Monthly Challenge, April's theme is April Showers. I don't know how I'm going to tie April Showers into any of my magazine projects. I don't have too many of them. And I'm planning on not really starting another one. And the Magazine Monthly Challenge acrostic is the word rain, R-A-I-N. So take 4 projects and kind of put them in with the word rain. To complete my WIPGO, I need floss. International Hermit and Stitch Weekend is this weekend. I haven't stitched yet this weekend, so I'm not participating in that. I also have to get online and fill out my Stitch Talk Haid badge form. It's due on Sunday nights around 11 o'clock. So I have to do that. I haven't done any stitching on that because I haven't been working on any full coverage projects. So yeah. 24 hours of cross stitch, that will be coming out. And the 27th is when Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff is going to pull April's WIPGO squares. So that is coming up. She pulled it early this last month for March because, February only has 28 days in the month, and she just had some stuff going on, so she pulled it kind of early. She may do the same thing, but it's slated to happen on the 27th. So nothing else new is going on except for the fact that I have a new car, and I'm trying to keep my stitching bug in check so I don't completely lose it. But other than that, I really don't have a whole lot going on. Don't have a lot planned. Yeah, so that's all I have for you this week. All right, you guys, that's all I have. Hopefully, this next installment that I do for you, hopefully I will have some progress or a new start or both on several projects that I have going on. And I'll be able to talk to you a little bit more about April's plans coming up. Hopefully I'll have the opportunity to release another video before the end of March so I can kind of give you a March wrap up and talk about April plans. But I don't know kind of what that's gonna entail so far. So as I always say, until next time, keep on keeping on, because that's all any of us can do. Be sure to wear your masks. I'm looking forward to getting my second COVID vaccine on April 2nd, so it's right before Easter. Hopefully my arm won't hurt nearly as bad as it did the first time, and hopefully I won't have any other side effects. I know sometimes the second shot kind of gives people mild symptoms, so I'm really hoping to avoid that. I'm also hoping to get my glasses fixed so you won't have to see the thumbtack in my glasses. It's just missing the screw. I don't know where the screw went. The screw came out, or the screw busted, or something. I don't know. But the screw's no longer in there. I don't really know when my next video is going to be. I always say that, but you never really know. I'm not going to talk about some of the new FlossTubers that I've been watching, or new to me FlossTubers. There's a list of people that I've been watching that are fairly new. So hopefully I'll be able to put a list together for you for next time and kind of talk about them. But yeah, just kind of, keep watching FlossTube, you guys. You might get some inspiration. And until my next video, take care of yourselves, be safe, be healthy. Go out and enjoy the nice weather. The weather is gorgeous. I'm going to go out and drive my new car. So hopefully we'll take a road trip pretty soon. That would be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, take care, and we'll see you soon, all right? Bye now. So hi there again, really quick. I forgot to include, I also got my March GaRon Tottenbags Grime Guard of the Month for March. And I wanted to show that to you. This is Shamrocks for the month of March. So it's very cute grime guard. It's in kind of a dark green with some lighter green thrown in there and some white. It's really cute. So I did get my GaRon Tottenbags Grime Guard of the Month for March. And I get the 11 by 11 Q-snap size. So there you have it. Just another real quick snippet that I did get my GaRon Tottenbags Grime Guard of the Month. So this is the one for March. Thank you very much, Gary and Ronnie. I really like your products. I hope to keep coming. I'm hoping to be able to start to pick up some more project bags because I don't have too many project bags. I only have the couple that I've won from them. So it'd be kind of nice to have a couple of matching project bags. But I know they don't sell the project bags until a year after because the project bags are, they have a project bag of the month club that are also made in the same fabric as the grime guards, and they don't like to have the project bags available for sale immediately. So that way, the project bag of the month subscribers feel like they have something special because the project bags won't be necessarily available for at least a year after they are in the project bag of the month. So thank you very much, Gary and Ronnie, for a great product. Looking forward to using this. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.